Hello, it is me, Anime Wheat, or Wheat Anime, and I'm here to bring you another part, actually part two, of What If Deku. No, sorry. What if Naruto was a senju? Now, if you watched last part, you would know that he also has a special Kekkei Genkai called Cloud Release. Okay, it's quite nice. I made it up myself. I made it up all by myself, by the way. No help from anybody except for the internet. And I explained a lot of, well, I explained the backstory last part. If you forget it, I recommend you just go skim through the last part. Please do. Still in this new recording place, or a new recording place for the ones that haven't watched my other What If that came out Wednesday. I posted on Wednesday. I don't know if I actually posted on Wednesday. I'll have to recheck. But yeah, today we are going over the Wave mission, and yeah. Oh yeah, I got two other What Ifs going on during with this one. The two other ones, one on Monday and one on Wednesday. And yeah, I'd appreciate it if you go check them out. This is also my second video of 2025. Happy New Year. Uh, yeah, I think that's it for the start. Except for go follow me on social media. Uh, maybe it may have already been posted by this time. This is going up. But over on my Blue Sky, I revealed my next Deku What If, or I'm going to. I already have. Yeah. I revealed my new Deku What If that would be coming after What If Deku had a roulette quirk. I recommend you also go check out that What If you like One Piece D&D or Rustage or William D. Chapston or Tekking. I recommend you go watch that What If. There's two parts up at the very moment. And if you like Black Clover, I also recommend you check out my other What If. What if Asta had lightning magic? I also want to say, sorry for the echo if you can hear that. Uh, I think it's pretty noticeable. Actually, I think it is. It is noticeable. It is. I mean, for me, it is. I don't know about the actual audio in the video. Anyways, yeah, we're going over Wave. I revealed my next What If, my next Deku What If to be exact. And yeah, let's get started. So they would have been already introduced to this new What If. Well, not What If. To the mission, the C rank mission that turns out to be way higher than any of them expected. Which, given they don't know that yet, but we do. But they meet Tazuna, and they're at the gate. Well, most of them are. They all are, except for Kakashi. Team 7 is there with Tazuna. Midoriya is just hanging. Well, he's not hanging out with them. He's there though. He's on the wall. He's just hanging on a wall. Wall climbing. They would all be quite surprised he already knows this. Uh, well, Kakashi wouldn't be surprised, but anyways, Kakashi would eventually make it. Oh, right, he brings Tazuna to them. Tazuna is not there, okay? He's not there yet, but he will be. Well, he is now. There. You all get me? I hope you all get it. Uh, yeah. Sorry, I'm hearing something and I don't know. Anyways, sorry. Sorry. Once again. Anyways, Tazuna and Kakashi would be there. Will get there. They would get there, and once they would make it there, they would the teams, well, Team Seven and Tazuna would be ready to go to Wave Country, right? Yeah, Wave Country, which they would be. It would be a certain amount of time within there when Kakashi would notice, which Naruto would also notice. He just doesn't know what it means. I'm sorry if you hear that noise. I'm pretty sure it's a branch scratching. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a branch. Hold on, sorry. Uh, gotta close the door. It just blew open. Okay, sorry about that noise. I was closing a door. Now we can get back to it. We can get back to them noticing the puddle, and then the demon brothers would pop out, take out Kakashi, but not really. Bro legit pulled the JK moment, like, haha, just kidding, I'm not dead. And then, uh, well, the fight would start. Well, this fight would. And Naruto immediately would do this jutsu cloud release, cloud cannon is what he would yell out, which would hit one of the demon brothers, sending them flying into a tree, nearly snapping their spine. Like it made them spin just into the tree, taking them out. And then the other demon brother would be being fought by Sasuke and Minma. I'm pretty sure I named him Minma. Yeah, I did. I did. By Sasuke and Minma, which those two together would be able to take them down. Bing, bada, boom. There we go. And then Kakashi would reappear, all fine and dandy. He would say, "I'm okay," and he would say, "Well, good job, you three. Uh, that was quite impressive what you just did there. Very impressive indeed. Well, now I'm gonna interrogate him," and he would interrogate him, getting all these questions answered, and then they would have to make the choice of either returning to the village or keep on going, which we would all know what they would do. They would say they would keep on going on the mission. Right. And we're gonna do a time skip. They would keep on going down this path, eventually leading to a boat with a guy. Was no, this was yeah, this was after they went on the boat, and then they got to fight. Blah blah blah. Yeah, that's what happened. Uh, so they would go down. They would get through this boat. They would be quiet. They would keep on going. Eventually, nearing the wave village, when mist would start to roll through. And not the usual, oh wow, it's a misty place here. It's a ninjutsu mist. It's the hidden in mist jutsu. And Naruto would start to he'd be more uh what would it be what used to this because with his jutsu Nimbus, Cloud Release Nimbus, he makes a cloud to cover up. He used it in the episode, first part, in the bell test, where he would create a cloud out of his chakra and it would just cover up where he was. So he would be more used to this type of jutsu, and he would be able to slightly tell uh, where things was coming from. So he's gonna have an advantage over everybody here. And then Zabuza, with his weird mannerism, he would start to talk about the best place to unalive somebody, and he would make all this up, blah blah blah. He'd say them all, and then the huge executioner blade would come out of midair, out of the air, trying to take off Kakashi's and Tasuno's head at once, which it wouldn't work. And then Zabuza would be on the hilt, and he would say, "So, the copycat ninja, Kakashi Hatake, or would you rather me call you Kakashi of the Sharingan?" And Sasuke would be very confused on this because his clan is the only one supposed to have the Sharingan, which that wouldn't really work out for Sasuke, but hey, too bad for him. Right. And they would keep on going. Well, no, they wouldn't keep on going. They would just pass up Zabuza. Kakashi and Zabuza would start their fight, and they would keep on. They would fight. It would be the same fight as in canon, up till Zabuza uh, catching Kakashi in the water prison jutsu, and him telling him for these kids to go, which wouldn't happen. See, there is still a water clone, which Minma and Sasuke are fighting. Naruto, right now, is on the ground meditating, or channeling chakra for a jutsu, which over many times has the water clone tried to take this kid out, and Sasuke or Minma would stop him, get him away from him, because Naruto, they made a plan, okay? Like, after this happened, after the fight, Naruto tried to got them to agree to this plan, which thankfully they did. They just had to protect him as he would channel chakra, which this is for this jutsu. Cloud release. Nephafine, I think that, I don't know how to say this. Neph Elise. Well, okay. This is how you tell I got a speech impediment, or I got, I don't know what you would call it. Neph Elise. That's what, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say Cloud Spear. This is what Naruto would say. Cloud release. The name of that god is Cloud Spear, as he would throw the spear made out of this cloud. Or this is massive, by the way. Uh, it would be about the size of a building. Like this spear is massive. It's in the air, and it just got thrown at Zabuza, which Zabuza would get his executioner blade. Wait, no, it's not there. It's on land. Yeah. So he doesn't have it. But yet he would still be able to dodge it. He would. He would dodge it. He would jump to the other side of the water uh, prison, which Naruto could have. He guessed that he would do that. So he picked a lower level. Well, not a lower level. A less powerful cloud spear to throw it at him, so he would have enough time for a different jutsu. That being Cloud Release, Titan Crusher, which this is a different variation. There's two variations. One's where you make a giant version of a Titan made out of cloud. This one is where he can do stuff. Now, given Naruto doesn't have uh, Kurama, what I'm mentioning by he is how Naruto has more control over the clouds, or had a better way of gaining the cloud release. Because if you don't know, you have to have yin and yang releases to combine two nature releases into a Keikai Genkai. And Naruto only had a yin release with water and wind. So what he had to do is make a contract. Now, given this is about to go out of nowhere, just mythological, Greek Titans. Okay, Naruto found out a way to get a Titan in a spiritual form down to Earth. So not a physical form, it's a spiritual form, but yet Naruto made a contract with this Titan, or goddess. It's Nephi, or actually, technically, I don't really know. Okay, I'm pulling this out of my behind. I could say he makes a contract with Toyo Kumo. No. Kumo, no. And that's actually what I'm going to do. He got a spirit. Okay, minus the Titan stuff. He still does Titan Crusher. That's still the same jutsu. But yeah, a different thing happens. Or this is how this is how he gets the Yang release to mix it, whatever. Or whatever I explained. Okay. So this is what happens. At a very young age, no, well, not very young, like when he was like 10 or something. Okay, he's a prodigy. He's the son of the he's the descendant of the tactician Tobirama. He would be able to figure this out. Okay. He found out a way to pull a spiritual form of a goddess, Toyo Kumo no, the cloud god, I believe, or the god of like air in Japanese mythological. I don't know how to say it. I'm terrible with speech. Okay. I'm just terrible. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about my speaking habits. Right. Mythological. I'm gonna stop. Okay. He found out a way to bring a part of their spirit, down to Earth and make a contract with them for him to gain Yang release. Okay, in this world, it's Japanese gods are real, okay? Or they are there, but Sage of Six Paths, Hagoromo, made chakra, spread it with all these other uh, deities in the Naruto world, so they are able to give people a certain amount of chakra or the like yang a release, right? But which Naruto only brought it down to spirit since he was young. Okay, if he was older, he would be able to bring a more of a massive spirit and have a stronger control over this. But since he was young, this goddess made it possible for him to do this to get Yang release, right? For him to mold it into cloud release or help him make it into cloud release. Okay, so no, I need to go back up. So he would do Titan Crusher, which from the air or from him, it looks like from Zabuza's perspective, but in reality, clouds tunnel down to him. It looks like from Zabuza they came up from the ground, but in reality they came down to the ground, right? And from Zabuza's point of view, also technically Kakashi's, would come a goddess, or well, not technically, which it is a goddess. Toyo Kumo no is a goddess, right? But what appears behind Naruto is nowhere near a goddess. It is a horrible looking being, like a messed up form of a dragon that is part cloud with scales. It's all messed up with, like, that's its head. A head of a dragon, but yet body of a human, that its private parts would be covered by clouds, and it would have dragon like wings, draconic wings from its back, with a like a dragon wings and a like two dragon tails, two tails, right? Scales you would be able to see all over its exposed body. It sounds that would be also have a cloud, like a cloud, like you can look up in the air to see a cloud. That's what it looks like. Okay, and then this being that Naruto uh, will turn into at some point during this what if. I'm not going to tell you when. And I also just told you about a big plot point. It's how he gets Sage Art, okay? That's his Sage Art. Okay, Cloud Drift, whatever. I explained it. This thing, its arms would shoot out in a cloud like material. Well, it would shoot out clouds to grab uh to grab Zabuza, rip him out, throw him up in the air, and then it would bring its two hands and clap together, and Zabuza would be just knocked out, landing on the beach. It would disperse. This being would disperse, right? The clouds or the mist around them would also disperse. The the what you call it, the mist around them would disperse, and then everything else happens. Kakashi gets or Zabuza gets taken away. Blah 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 blah. And I'm just gonna do a time skip because everything else is as in canon. Uh, like they all get trained, well, except for Naruto because he already knows wall climbing. or tree climbing, uh, the tree climbing exercise. He already knows how to do it, right? And yeah, I'm just going to do a time skip to when they get to the bridge. Minmo would oversleep, so he would deal with the uh, the two mercenaries that go to Tazano's house to capture Inaki and Tsunami. Yeah, that's her name. To capture those two, right? That's what he would deal with it. Okay, and Naruto's there. Sasuke would be fighting Haku at the very moment with Naruto. And once Minma would get there, Naruto would say, "Hey Minma, help Sasuke. I'm gonna go check on Sensei," which they would do. Minma would go in. Uh, Sasuke would be turned into a pincushion, right? And yeah, then Minma would go. Uh, well, he would he would use the Nine Tails chakra to take out Haku, and Naruto's going over there at a relatively fast speed, seeing these two clashing kunai to Executioner Blade, and Naruto would join the battle with a Cloud Release, Cloud Dragon Bullet, as this Dragon Bullet would shoot towards Zabuza, grabbing the Executioner Blade out of the air, out of nearly just taking out Kakashi, ripping it out of Zabuza's hands and stabbing it in. Well, he would drop it. The dragon would drop it before it would disperse at like a right back to Naruto. Which Naruto would pick up, or he would act like he was about to pick up the blade, but he wouldn't. And he also couldn't anyways, right? And Zabuza would say, "Oh, it's you again. Where's that monster's being at? Human thing." And Naruto would say, "What are you talking about?" And Zabuza would say, I know what I'm talking about. This, even Hatake over here knows what I'm talking about. What are you, kid? A demon? Or a god? Or whatever that thing was. What was that thing?" And Naruto would say, "I got no idea what you're talking about." Kakashi would say, "We need to talk about that later." And Naruto would say, "Do we though?" Anyways, how about we take this? Oh, shit. Hey, well, before you'd be able to finish, Gato, or Ghetto. No, that's Ghetto is Suguru. Ghetto. Gato, uh, would appear. He would say, Zabuza, you're not very. Uh, I, I thought you were good, but you can't even take out a Losley, Jonin, and 3 kids. Huh, pathetic. Truly pathetic. What am I supposed to do now? I guess I could take care of myself, but nah. Boys, the first one to get this guy Zabuza's head will get tons of money. Now go get him. And then, well, he would go get him. All right. Which it wouldn't work out for him, like at all. Uh, Naruto would deal with it himself before Zabuza and Kakashi could deal with it. Not they would hear Naruto say, "Cloud release, cloud cannon," and then boom, most of the men would be taken out in this one shot, and then the rest of the men would start to say, "Uh, he he just killed them all, almost half, quarter, a quarter of the men. How?" Gato would say, "You know what? The first one to capture that kid will get a bigger load of cash." Okay? And then Naruto would say, "Cloud release, Nephilines, Cloud spear." Wow, that was cool. That was nice. That was real nice, in my opinion. I mean, you all probably won't say the same, but that's fine. And then the rest of the men would be taken out, and then Naruto would throw Zabuza's blade. He would cut down Gato, and then Naruto would say, "Cloud release, Nimbus," as he would cover the island or the bridge full of cloud. But Haku would already be able to get it, was already in there about to get in front of Zabuza for this next attack. And then you would hear two different jutsus being said. One was lightning release, right, Kiri! And then the other you would hear cloud release, cloud spear! As these two jutsus would be, well, either thrown or at Zabuza or going towards Zabuza as in running. It's a lightning blade. They would be taken out on it. They just both would. Haku would take the Raikiri for Zabuza, but it wouldn't help much. Zabuza gets taken out by the Cloud Spear. As the Nimbus Jutsu would cancel, well, disperse, then you'd see up in the air come down a being, a human shaped creature from the light, well, surrounded in light. It's the Nephines just taking Zabuza's soul away. So now Zabuza will be in the clouds, and Naruto will be able to do something with that in the future. Haku's too. I mean, I'm not stopping that. So even though they will also be reincarnated with the reincarnation spell, Naruto will be able to do something in the future. And then blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. They win, and that's where I'm gonna end it. Uh, yeah, yeah. Uh, Before we end this, I want to say a couple things. I'm very sorry about the background noise and the echo. Uh, if you can hear it, it's still I'm still working on the soundproofing or trying to get rid of the echo. If I do decide to make this my new recording place, which I most likely won't, I'll probably go back and forth. I'll probably only do it in here. I'll only record in here, probably during the winter, because it's cold outside. But that's really it. Uh, Very sorry about that, the echo though. Yeah. Also, I want to say this again. Uh, I am. I released. I revealed my next Deku What If over on my Blue Sky account. It's at We Anime at Blue Sky Social. You'll be able to find me. I do. I would be thankful if you went and followed me over there. I'd greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I think that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.